Dr. Pimple Popper lost out on massive YouTube money over her, in quotes, graphic videos. And I'm talking about like she probably lost the chance of making like millions upon millions of dollars. So let's get right into it. The dermatologist Sandra Lee, aka Dr. Pimple Popper, says her YouTube videos have been blocked from collecting advertising income, despite having millions of followers on the platform. Despite millions of subscribers, Dr. Pimple Popper's YouTube videos aren't popping off with advertising income. Sandra Lee, the dermatologist behind the pimple popping franchise, got her start on YouTube back in 2010 before scoring her own show on TOC and further expanding her following on TikTok. Now, that being said, she's probably already made millions of dollars from her show. Like, just saying. So her channel now boasts more than 7 million subscribers and 2 billion views, but Lee says she struggles to make decent money on YouTube because the site insists her content is too graphic. An assessment she calls subjective to Business Insider. A YouTuber's value is based on their view count, according to Influencer Marketing Hub's estimates, who said that for every 1,000 views Lee gets on her videos, she should earn between $3 and $5, which means she would have earned between $6 and $10 million from her 2 billion views in total. Now, YouTube policy states that any content creators who post graphic or violent content risk having their videos removed and, in extreme cases, their account revoked. This includes footage or imagery showing bodily fluids, such as blood or vomit, with the intent to shock or disgust viewers, which may fit the description for some of Lee's content. Now, I understand that, but it is kind of shocking that she probably hasn't made a lot of money, right? Because even with like $1 per 1,000 views, she should have made over $1 million profit, like after taxes. So Lee told Business Insider that her videos earn nearly $100,000 per month prior to 2016 before YouTube began taking disciplinary actions. Though she maintains her content has always meant to be educational. And the thing is, the only reason why this stuff is like graphic is because of the blood, honestly. Like that's like the main reason why that her content is deemed like probably graphic is because of the blood, right? But imagine that. Imagine if you were making $100,000 popping pimples. Like how crazy would that be? I'm really proud of the fact that kids know what a lipoma is now, or they know that you can't just squeeze a cyst. You have to remove the sac entirely to get it removed, she told Insider. We're teaching people about psoriasis, I should say, or hidradenitis. But if you're not motivated to get that content out, how are people going to learn? Lee added that she started to see the same sort of content warning messages appear on some of her TikTok videos too. They changed the rules all of a sudden, she speculated. Social media platforms, grow big because of all these new posters, but then they wait until they get big enough that they can sort of clamp down on it and make restrictions. And the post reached out to representatives for Sandra Lee as well as YouTube for comment. And the thing is, the problem with a lot of this stuff is that with YouTube, a lot of things are automated. So it also really depends on just who your audience is. So, for example, let's say that you make content related to pranks. Well, the prank genre and the people who typically watch the pranks are typically people that are probably not really going to be buying anything. And two, typically, a lot of prank videos are not really family friendly. So you're going to end up having like typically less viewers that are monetizable, meaning there's less people that would be willing to buy something on one of the ads that are shown on the video. But if you take it another example, if you're in the finance category on YouTube, if you get like a million views, I'll put it this way. The audience for finance content typically have more money or are willing to spend big bucks on products that are sold through ads. Also, the type of revenue that can be generated between the two. For example, I believe like the Nelk Boys, they were a big prank kind of content creator. They were like barely, not even making like $1 per view. Well, I mean $1 per, like, I think a million views or something. Like, it was crazy, right? Like their ad revenues were so bad, like so bad. I think it might have actually been like less than a. Actually, no, I'll put it this way. I think it's actually less than a quarter for every million views for them. I think it was that bad for them. But if you're in the finance category, there were some and are some content creators where if they get a million views and they're in the finance category, they could potentially make $75,000 to $100,000 on a single video that hit 1 million views. So it's a very different type of landscape on YouTube. Like there's so many different niches. It really depends on who your audience is and whether or not they got money to spend or whether or not they even spend money at all. Like it's pretty crazy, right? Because you have so many people that are not able to even provide for themselves on YouTube, and then there's other people that are literally making millions upon millions of dollars off of YouTube. Like it's absolutely crazy, right? Feel free to give your thoughts. I think the best way for her to really monetize on YouTube is still post some of her like free content, but like maybe like every Saturday and Sunday, put up like 2 episodes that are paid for, right? Because her audience is so massive that she could do that. Or like provide memberships where if someone pays like $5 per month or $10 per month, they get the completely like raw footage, right? Like you could like blur literally everything out in the free stuff and then the membership stuff show everything in heavy 4K detail, and she could probably make millions upon millions of dollars during the doing that basically recurring revenue model.